Hello, smart viewers. Welcome to Face to Face with me, William. And as usual, I'm going to discuss about variously interesting topics in each episode. And for this episode, it's going to be something special also, and it's related to something entertaining and something popular, and it's related to pop culture. Yeah, it's about Popcon Asia, and this year's Popcon Asia is gonna be like the hippest one. But for this segment, I'm gonna give out some of the 5 great events in Indonesia during 2018, and here are the events for the start. So the first one is quite happening recently. I just finished. It's Asian Games. So this event is was the biggest event, that took place in Indonesia on 18th of August to September 2nd, 2018, and this sporting event took places in 2 cities in Indonesia, Jakarta and Palembang. And this event was the world's largest sporting event after the Olympics. So there were 45 countries participating in this activity, and they sent their best athletes to compete in various kind of sports. The second one is IMF World Bank 2018 meeting. So this meeting will take place in Bali on October 12 to 14, 2018. And the meeting will be attended by top world officials to discuss the world economy. The third one is foreign artist music concerts. So, the hobby of watching music concerts seems worth setting more budget to watch the world of artists of the world who will perform in Indonesia. There are several world singers who have confirmed to having their concert in Indonesia for the past events such as Paramore, Incubus, the Chainsmokers, Katy Perry, and don't forget for the upcoming there will be like Charlie Puth and so on. So there's gonna be like never-ending concerts. So and the next one is AFF Cup 2018. So in addition to the Asian Games, Indonesia will also hold a tournament between the countries of Southeast Asia, ASEAN. It's called AFF Cup 2018. So the tournament will take place in late 2018, and between November or December, then there are 10 ASEAN countries participating in this event. And the last one is it's called Pilkada 2018. So this is probably the hottest during 2018. So in the year, there are 171 regions in Indonesia. They will elect new leaders, so governors, regions, to the mayor. So several major provinces will also hold elections this year, such as East Java, Central Java, West Java to North Sumatra. So those are 5 the biggest events in 2018 in Indonesia. For the next segment, I'm gonna invite the representative for Popcon Asia 2018. So curious about the excitement of this event, you'd have to stay tuned to Face to Face. Hello, smart viewers. Welcome back to Face to Face. Still with me, William, and as a promise, on the next segment, I'm gonna invite a special guest for today's episode, and he's gonna be discussing about the upcoming event, upcoming exciting event. It's called Popcon Asia 2018. So, hello to Alan Jordan.
Hi, William.
Hello, Alan. Thanks for coming to the show.
Nice for having me as well.
Maybe you can share your current activities or latest update relating to Popcon Asia.
I think we are just effectively just like one week away from Popcon Asia, which will be happening 22nd and 23rd of September next week. So now it's just like a lot of final preparations, just finalizing all the contents, designs, and basically for preparing for the big day.
And maybe you can also, maybe for some of viewers who doesn't exactly know about Popcon Asia, what is Popcon Asia?
Popcon Asia, we are pop culture event I think in short, right? This is our 7th year edition of Popcon Asia. So basically, we want to celebrate pop culture in all aspects of pop culture. So and the theme for Popcon Asia 2018 this year is actually Clash of Pop. So why Clash of Pop? It's basically where all the pop contents come together, and then have a healthy competition there, and then show who has got the best content in a sense, you know. So that is, and then we not only that we celebrate pop culture, but we also appreciate the creators as well. That's why we are giving out awards. That's why we are having a Popcon Award for the 2nd year running this year, with amazing categories. You know, just to share a little bit, we've got film categories, long feature film, short feature film. And we've got games and comic categories.
So it's focusing on national creators.
Yes, yes.
So it's more focuses on local wisdom, kind of like
That's
that.
right. It's all local creators. It's all for local creators. But yeah, Popcon Asia is for everyone.
It's for everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe you can tell me about what's the difference between this year's Popcon in regarding to the previous Popcon. Yeah.
I think we've got more contents definitely as compared to last year. I think we've got first time ever in Popcon this year is esports. We've got esport as part of our content. So we have Celebration Cup, is what we call it. That's where all the team across Indonesia competing. So we just finished our online qualifiers for Dota 2 last week.
Yes, very popular.
Very popular, yes. And then end of this week, which is tomorrow, we'll start our Mobile Legends online qualifying competition. And that's esports. And we've got also Pop Concert, which is also first time in Popcon this year. We'll feature independent bands like The Adams, Goodnight Electric, and White Shoes and companies. Again, just to satisfy some of our fans who love music. You know, we haven't got a strong music content previously.
Yeah, because it's everything about pop culture. So
everything about pop culture.
Every aspect. I can see the evolution. Right before it starts. It's more focusing on comic, and this year's is like all kind of spectrum. It's there.
Right. That's right. We started off with comics, and then now we've got pillars.
Like
more than 7-8 pillars participating.
It's like all you can get.
Yes, all you can get.
Yeah.
With good price as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it's also like, can you tell me about the evolution itself? Like how Popcon Asia trying to evolve. What's the decisions between like trying to give added aspect like music or games like?
Yeah, we understand that pop culture is not only for certain segments, it's for everyone, like what we said. So we want to go mass, and we want to target everyone, but especially also families. We also want to be the premier family entertainment for Indonesians specifically. And how we evolved, and then we just see that it's the industry itself drive us to greater heights, So like I said, from comic, we're adding esports as a show that we are also in tune with the current industry development, especially in the area of esports, and we want to support that, or at least be the platform to actually bring that to the masses. Yeah.
And what can audience, visitor, expect for this year's, Clash of Pop?
I think guys, come and experience yourself, see it for yourself. I think we've got great contents, a lot of contents. We've got contents from movies. We've got casts from local films that will be launched. The actor and the actresses will be there as well. And then we've got, of course, our international artist. We've got the cast of Power Rangers that will be in Popcon to celebrate.
One, but
yes, that's right. We've got two.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of contents.
Yeah, and maybe you can share about like how audience can engage them, you know, with the activities and like how.
For sure, you have the audience have to try. No, we've got signing sessions where meet and greet sessions with the actors and the cast as well. So be there, you know, bring your favorite toys, bring your favorite comics, and get them signed, get the product signed by the artists themselves. They don't come often to this part of the world, to Indonesia, so don't miss the chance. Yep, we've got meet and greet session. We've got panel discussions where they will share about their life and then the career as the actor with us as well. So yeah, that will be another like interesting content for people to just you know, engage or just see their favorite stars on stage.
And we can share about the, you know, like the improvement of for the creator segment, like the comics and workshop. What can the visitor
we've got comic launches this year. We've got comic launches by some of our exhibitors, and then what we do interesting this year is actually the combination of comics and music. So we've got our artists that will be performing on stage. They'll be bringing in, they will be singing their first ever song. So don't miss that one for those fans. But they will be singing songs that is inspired from Indonesian comics.
So
yes,
that's quite interesting.
So,
you know, like
so
it's like a crossover.
It is a crossover.
Yeah,
it's a crossover, precisely, William. It's a crossover. So we want to see that more and more things happening. And then we've got also Dread Out, the movie that will be launched in Popcon this year. This is the first ever horror film that is made into
from video games
to
movies,
to movies.
Yeah,
so this is a big hype, and then, you know, it's a pride of Indonesia as well. I believe, you know, this is something that fans can look forward to.
Okay, so the conversation is getting interesting, but we're gonna have to take a little break. So make sure to stay tuned to Face to Face. Hello, smart viewers. Welcome back to Face to Face. Still with me, William. And for those of you who aren't very, quite familiar with Popcon Asia, I'm here currently talking with Alan as the Marketing and Business Development Director of Popcon Asia 2018. So maybe we can take a look at some of the highlights of Popcon's last year's Popcon. Maybe take a look a little bit. So that was the kind of like the sneak peek of this year's Popcon, yeah.
That's right.
So back again, talking about the upcoming Popcon, we can also share about what is the like the main purpose of holding this event. Like the roots of like the purpose, main purpose.
I think let me talk about a bit of Popcon's DNA, right? Yeah. I mean, like not only the content that we focused, which is important, part of important aspects of Popcon Asia, but we focus on building the ecosystem for local creators. Actually, this is I think this is the distinguishing factor, I think, between us as compared to others. You know, we want to see more and more local creators, you know, have their work, you know, recognized by international communities, you know, even by investors, you know, bringing investors to look more and more. Because I've traveled around and then see, you know, there's so many talents that actually that Indonesia has, but many of these creative talents are actually going overseas. They're not coming back here, right? And then many of the work or many of the products are more popular overseas than Indonesia. I think this is for all of us to work and then to provide the platform, to build the ecosystem, and to make the public aware that, you know, we've got really good stuff here. I mean, from the creators, the work, and it can go can go to multiple platforms, right? You can see like games can be made into movies, and you can see comic that can be made into toys, right? Or even to movies also, right? So yeah, that's the whole idea. We want to go to grassroots, you know, we want to work with universities. You know, I think that's one of our main goals, to have more university partners to collaborate and then to share and to share knowledge, you know, and we've been bringing in speakers from overseas as well as part of our road to Popcon Asia, is actually to share that knowledge, and we'll be continuing to do more of that stuff this year and next year. Yeah, we're gonna build that. Yeah.
And it's also, I think it's very important also to like kind of like generate the spark, you know, like try to, you know, educate the society about, you know, like it's important to you know, like having more creators, more Indonesian creators.
Yes. Yeah, I think that is one thing, and actually Popcon is also it's a good exercise for local creators to actually brand themselves, right? Yeah, you know, where because in Popcon, you know, everyone, you know, will be there. You know, you do not know who is gonna knock on your or come to your booth. You know, that like your products, and then they could be your next big investors. But I think you need to invest, you know, in branding it, in branding yourself as well. You know, it is not just create, but you still have to do marketing, right? You know, so you can create, but if you don't know how to market yourself or market your products, then no one will know, right? Yeah.
And Popcon is one of the marketplace.
Is the marketplace, is a branding platform as well, and it's a gateway for people to
get noticed.
To get noticed. Yeah.
And also like you mentioned before, you know, you're targeting families more to come. What is like what is the reason of, you know, like try to target more families and not very like segmented, like only for comic lovers?
Because it's unfair, right? I mean, just for only for the father or only for the mother. You also have to look after the kids in a way. No, but basically is that I think this is going to be a family entertainment content as well that we'll be focusing more and more, and you know, the parents don't have to worry. You know, if they spend 12 hours at Popcon Asia from 10 to 10, you know, they can put their kids there, and then they will not get bored, right? So we want people to stay on for as long as they can for the 2 days, you know, because I think we all of us and Popcon Asia, our team works very hard to curate the content, and then to bring in the right partners to give the best possible content to the fans. So don't rush, you know, stay there, enjoy
So it's a
yourself.
non-stop activity.
Non-stop
there.
activities. Bring your
Yeah.
family and friends. Yeah.
And also, I want to talk about, what is your wishes for this event, and what do you expect for, uh, any kind of ideas to improve based on, comments that you get from audience.
I think I would say that Popcon Asia has still lots of work to do, and for the future. Yeah. For now, we just want to focus on the event next week, right? But I think what I would like to see is Popcon will be on par or even better in a way that than some of these regional pop culture events, and then we'll be attracting more and more regional fans. I would like to see that more of people coming from Malaysia, from Philippines, from the region, from ASEAN,
Oh, yeah.
to come to Popcon Asia.
So it's an international event also.
Yes, I would
And
say that.
maybe you can tell me one of the examples of some of the comments from visitors or audience that they would like to see on Popcon.
The content that we brought, I think it's an appeal to some of our audience, not only local but international audience as well. So we've got a lot of fans who already bought tickets, already bought tokens to meet their fans. Why I could say that, because Popcon this year, we've got our own ticketing system as well. So we've gone digital as well. Popcon Asia, as compared to last year, we've gone digital this year. So we've got our own ticketing system, we've got our own booking system. So if you want to watch your stars during panel discussion, you have to download our apps, and then you have to do registration. And then
so it's going digital. Popcon also.
Yes, we are going that direction, and then yeah, it's a total new experience, and we wish to improve on that, and bring more convenience, for those who come. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much, Alan, for coming to
Thank
the
you,
show.
Willem. Thank you for having me.
That Popcon Asia will bring more excitement than last year's, and try to generate new creators, also local creators. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thank you so much, smart viewers, for joining on Face to Face. Make sure to tune in to another episode at the same day and time. Until then, I'm William. Bye bye.